Student friends, let us continue with optical fiber communication. In yesterday's period, we covered the receiver that is used to receive the light radiations coming from the optical fiber, get it converted into electrical signal and provided to the destination to store it in the original form. Student friends, today we are going to discuss with digital data communication by using optical fiber, meaning thereby fiber optic data communication. The block diagram of fiber optic data communication is represented here. It makes use of analog signal, maybe it is in the form of voice or video or audio. It is given to the coding circuitry, coder or converter. Its role is to convert analog signal into the digital in the form of the pulses, which are going to vary between the two voltage levels, that is 0 and 1, that is space and mark signal. These signals are called as digital data, maybe from the computer. This digital signal, which is going to vary between the two voltage level, it is transmitted by using amplitude shift keying technique. Basically, digital data is two level varying signal. One is a minimum level, that is 0 volt, another one is maximum voltage level, that is we can call it as 1, that is a space and also the mark signal. Such a two level signal we can call it as it is a digital signal. Whenever this digital signal is to be communicated through the optical fiber, amplitude shift keying technique is used. Dear students, we have already studied the amplitude shift keying technique in the digital modulation. In amplitude shift keying technique, amplitude of the carrier wave is changed in accordance with the two voltage level, depends upon whether the input signal is 0 or input signal is 1. If input signal is 1, carrier wave amplitude will be maximum. If input signal is 0, carrier wave amplitude is 0. Thus, the carrier wave amplitude is varying between the two voltage levels as per input digital data that changes. Hence, this modulation is well suitable to transmit the signal in the form of a digital. So, this signal is going to vary within the beat period. During the allotted interrupt time, such a number of digital pulses are passed, and within that particular time, the amplitude level of the carrier wave is changed. If the signal is present, it is to be treated as 1. If signal is absent, then it is to be treated as 0. If signal is present, carrier wave amplitude will be maximum. If signal is 0, carrier wave amplitude is 0. It is most probably ASK is also called as on-off type of keying. Means allotted bit period is there. Within a bit period, how many number of pulses are passes, accordingly the carrier wave amplitude is going to be changed. And that signal is given to the light source or transmitter. Transmitter block we have studied yesterday. Transmitter block that makes use of the light source. Maybe it's a driving circuitry, maybe amplifier. After that, if attenuation is there, the light radiations are extremely modulated. After attenuation, that signal is given to the optical fiber. Naturally, light source used here also may be of laser diode or light emitting diode. The emitted light radiation from the optical source launches maximum optical energy into the optical fiber that propagates through the optical fiber due to total internal reflection up to the receiver. Now receiver makes use of the detector as a photodiode. Maybe it is a pin photodiode or avalanche photodiode. It receives the light radiation, detects it and converts it into its corresponding electrical signal. These electrical signals are amplified by means of a suitable amplifier to increase its amplitude level. This amplitude varying signal is compared with threshold signal by using sample and hold circuit. If suppose incoming signal is equal or more than the threshold level, that will be treated as a 1. If the incoming signal is less than that of threshold voltage level, that signal will be treated as a 0. Thus, after being comparison, incoming varying electrical signals are going to be converted or saved into the digital pulses. These digital pulses, after being providing to the decision making place where the proper decision is taken regarding incoming signal, is to be coded into either 1 or 0 depending upon the comparison between incoming signal and that of the threshold voltage level it is defined. Generally, threshold voltage level used for comparison is plus 5 volt. Incoming signal is compared with the plus 5 volt. If it is equal or more than that, it will be treated as a 1. If it is less than that, it will be treated as a 0. So that original digital pulses are obtained at the output of receiver. Dear students, these are the digital signal. If we are using computer, then you can send this digital data directly to the computer, which are being provided from the computer at the beginning. If you want to get the analog data, then these digital signals are provided for the decoding circuitry, where the signal is decoded by the decoder and then it is given to the destination. If you treat incoming signal as a voice signal, then it is given to the speaker that converts voice signal into its corresponding acoustic sound signal. If it is a video incoming signal, then same it is given to the picture tube so as to get the video signal at the output. Thus, the digital signal can also be used to transmit through the optical fiber from one end towards the another end. One thing that remember, when the digital pulses are given to the light source, if signal level is 1, then light will be emitted from the light source. If signal level is 0, light source will be off. No light is going to be gets emitted. This sequence will be followed as far as digital signal is going to be considered. And accordingly, the rest of the process that takes place, and again we will get the original signal. Here it is represented light on provided input signal is at higher level. It is off if the signal is 0, because within bit period only the digital pulses are passed. Within that period only the LED will be turned on or made off. Hence it is to be treated as on and off will be taking place at the very rapid rate. So this is all about the how digital data is going to be gets communicated. Let us summarize that particular thing. The data signal to be transmitted is two-level binary data stream consisting of either 0 or 1 in a time slot TB known as bit period. We have defined bit period at the beginning of this particular topic. To send the data, amplitude shift keying technique is used, in which voltage level is switched between two levels, one is on and another one is off. The resulting signal consists of voltage pulses of amplitude say V is relative to voltage level when binary 1 occurs and 0 voltage level when binary 0 occurs. Depending upon coding used, one may or may not full-time slot TB. Assuming to send one voltage pulse of duration TB occurs, whereas for 0 voltage remains 0. So here the concept of digital data it is explained. The function of optical transmitter is to convert electrical signal into an optical signal. Electric current modulates directly an optical source LED or laser diode to produce optical power. Thus, optical signal emerging from the transmitter, one represented by a pulse of light, optical power of duration TB, and 0 by absence of light. This is the working of transmitter. If LED is, if signal incoming digital data is 1, LED emits the light. If it is 0, it remains off, indicating that the signal is 0. Now let us say about its receiver. The optically coupled light source to the fiber attenuates and distorted as it propagates along the fiber waveguide. At the receiver, pin or avalanche photodiode is used that converts optical signal into electrical signal. It is amplified and filtered. A decision-making circuit compares the signal in each time slot to reference voltage level known as threshold voltage level. If received signal is greater than the its hold level, 1 is said to be received, and if voltage is below threshold level, 0 is said to be received. Thus the digital data will be received. It may be again coded or decoded and get converted into required acoustic signals at the destination places. Dear students, this is all about how digital data is communicated by using the optical fiber. Students, here we are completing almost all the optical fiber communication as a first topic. Dear students, if you got any queries, any doubts, any problems, you may ask me at any time on my mail ID. You may contact with by telephone call, mobile call. If time permits, you can ask me even in the college campus also. Dear students, nowadays corona condition is increasing day by day throughout the Maharashtra. We don't know what will be the situation. Forthcoming time will decide the exact situation about that particular aspect. So that's why I continued this term syllabus online as well as offline. Dear students, we have completed the first topic of your syllabus in online mode, and we already started the second topic in the offline mode. That second topic will be taught in the offline mode only. Depends upon situation if the college will remain open within this particular period for the students, then we will continue that topic offline only. And if circumstances doesn't provide the offline aspects, then we may turn that topic also in the form of video lecture only. So the time is going to deciding factor. Accordingly, we will change our mode of teaching. Please do remember all these things, and we will go as per the situation of the time, which is the most deciding factor. Dear students, let us stop here only. Next time, let us see what happens as per dependency of time.